Hey there, neighbors and naysayers. Clint Finney again, another Eastern Ohio Grazing Council update. Actually, I don't have to say Eastern Ohio Grazing Council. These are going on my personal page. It's March 17th, 2022. St. Patrick's Day. Luckily Irish. Top of the morning to you, although it's 6:30, 7 o'clock at night. Don't get much more Irish than Finney. And a bunch of sort of Hereford cows out here grazing stockpile grass. This is growing steers, growing heifers, and our one little whoops this spring. A little gray calf there with a white face. His mama's up by the fence. Seems like if we have a whoops, it always comes in February. We try to get every cow called that didn't calf, but evidently I missed her. She doesn't have a tag, and I missed her. So that's all right. It actually worked out. She was born the day we took the cows off of unrolling hay and brought them down to the concrete heavy use pad. So we just sorted her off and put her out here with these steers, and she's doing just fine. March 17th, these steers had hay for about 3 weeks in the frozen weather. And other than that, they've been on stockpile grass. We plan on putting a bailout with them, but we haven't done it just yet. But Saturday, and I'll take a video Saturday, we're going to bring our newly weaned calves. They've been weaned about 2 weeks. Fence line weaned across the fence from their mama, and I'll show a video of that then. But we're going to bring them out here, put them with these guys, and then we'll put hay to them. The thought process here is wean them good before we turn out on fresh grass in April or May, so that they can just go back with their mamas and we can have one big group of cows instead of having two different groups going in. Although we may still sort these fats off and put them in with our sheep, just because it's nice to have a group of calves in with the sheep. And since we're in the pony business, we can put the pony in with the calves and let her learn that it's all right to be around cattle. So I just wanted to give you a quick shot of stockpile grass. I'll turn around here and show you this is what they were on. So you can see there's still a pretty good amount of residue here. I'll go down and give you an idea. So lots of stuff there still, and of course some good green fescue coming up. You can see they've ate some of it. At this point, they're eating a little bit of that new green growth. Had some questions this week about, boy, the grass is already starting to really grow. We should be turning out by 1st of April. Hold your horses there, folks. We did this in 2020. We had a good warm spell in the fall, in spring, and grew some grass pretty good, and man, everything looked great. About the 15th of April, I couldn't hold on any longer. It was the 12th of April. Couldn't hold on any longer. Turned them out. About the 15th or 16th, we got a real cold snap, and then we were pitching and catching, trying to get enough grass to keep them fed without bringing them back to hay. So I'm not getting too excited about this just yet. It's gonna get cold again, I would guess. The other bad thing about 2022 is that we got really dry after that. So I hope that weather isn't coming back to us again. But still proud of having stockpile grass still. As you look that way, everything on this side of this hill here still has not been grazed for the year. So we'll switch to that, go over there when the chance of everything frosting or freezing has kind of gone down. We only have a hydrant over there. We don't have a frost-free water. We have to walk back to the other frost-free water if we were going to use that. So I think we got enough grass to keep them till April 15th. We'll supplement them with second cutting hay for those growing just weaned steers, but these guys really don't want to eat hay anyhow, so it's fine. Processing dates for these will be June through August. If anyone's interested, we got 10 that'll be unspoken for as of right now. They'll go fast. People will buy them. They'll go out for beef. But a good group of calves. I'm really proud of my next group of calves. They're from a different bull. They're from our bull, and I think they're going to be awesome grass-fed steers. So it's an exciting time. 70 degrees on St. Patrick's Day. Should have been planting potatoes, but I'm not a fan of working soil this early and yet this wet. And this is the way spring always goes. It gets just about gets dry enough to work dirt for potatoes, and then it rains again. If you don't know what I'm talking about, if the soil's too wet, it'll clot up, and then it's really hard to get it broke back down. So that's the problem with Eastern Ohio. It gets just dry enough in March, and then it rains again. So we're expecting rain Friday night into Saturday. Probably be a rainy, muddy mess again for another week, and then it'll dry up and just almost get there, and we can wait on the potatoes until later. So happy grazing. I'm, like I said, just glad to be out here at 70 degrees on March 17th. Still grazing cows. Rather the whole group be out here, but that's okay. We need a little bit of hay fed. We need a little bit of manure to fill in other places in the farm. Their cows are safe and sound on a concrete pad without calves, so there's only 25 of them. They're not very crowded on there, and that's working out a whole lot better for us. So that'll say, see you next time.